Good morning. Ready for the next class? So, the previous class, I'm happy some of the students have sent their home task. Now, based on your home task, I would like you to give you feedback on few points. Three main points I want to discuss. For example, when you are finding the inverse of this matrix, to apply the row-wise operations, in one of the notebook I have seen, to make it 1, you divided the element by 2. So instead of dividing, use any other options like either addition or subtraction. That would be easy. So for example, if you want to make it 1 using the row-wise operation, instead of dividing it by 2, you can write it like, first of all, when you write it in the form A is equal to IA, this could be expressed as this is equal to 1001 into A. Now when you are trying to make this 1, instead of dividing this by 2, you would have done R1 tends to 2R2, R1 minus R2. So this is 2 into 2, 4. Sorry, not 2R1, this is 3R1 minus R2. So 3 into 2, 6. 6 minus 5 will give you 1 here. Clear? So don't opt for division for changing the elements in the first row. So always use either addition or subtraction. Only when you are trying to make this element 1, second row 1, there you have to divide by the same number. Okay, this is one point I want to discuss. And the second thing what I observed is, when you are changing the element in the first row, you should always start the operation with first row. So don't write it like R1 tends to R2 minus 2R1, because this also make it 1. But R1 tends to R2 minus 2R1 makes no sense. So when you are changing a first row, start with the operation on the first row itself. So this is the second point I want to discuss. And the third one and very important one is, when you are solving a problem, you see that your steps are not exceeding maximum 6. So within 6 steps, you should be able to find the inverse of the matrix. If it is exceeding more than 6, then you are doing it in a very lengthy way. Okay, these are the 3 tips you have to follow. Now as I told you, today I will show you how to find the inverse of a 3 by 3 matrix. For example, if I think this is your exercise problem. So if you have a matrix A is equal to 2 0 minus 1 5 1 0 0 1 3. Okay. Now what is inverse of this 3 by 3 matrix? So to find the inverse of this matrix, let's write A is equal to IA. Okay. So this is 2 0 minus 1 5 1 0 0 1 3 is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 into A. As this is 3 by 3 matrix, identity matrix also you are writing 3 by 3 matrix. So this is A is equal to IA. Now as we have done in this 2 by 2 matrix, let's follow the same procedure, but instead of 2 by 2, it is 3 by 3. So what is the first column? I told you always we should target column wise for the identity matrix. So what are we doing first? First we are trying to change this first column as 1 0 0. And then I told you, first you try for 1. Once you get 1, other 2 rows you can make them zeros. Now how do we make it 1? So I think in the previous example in 2 by 2 matrix, I have taken almost the same thing. So here it is 2, here it is 5, here it is 0. How do I make it 1? So I will write R1 tends to 3R1 minus R2. Because 3 into 2, 6, 6 minus 5, 1. Clear? So whatever I am operating, that I will do on both sides. So using this operation, the first row on either side will be converted as 3 2s are 6 minus 5, 1. 3 zeros are 0 minus 1, minus 1. 3 into minus 1, minus 3. Okay? And the second and third rows remain same. 5, 1, 0, 0, 1, 3. And this is 3R1 minus R2. 3 into 1 minus 0 is 3. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. This is 0. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 into A. Okay. Now we got 1 here. Now what is the other thing? I have to make these two elements using this 1. Anyway, this is 0. I need not bother about this. So I should change only this. How do I change this? So I said multiply with the same number 1. So this is like R2 tends to R2 minus 5 R1. Okay, since this is 5, multiply 1 with 5 and subtract. This is very simple. So now this becomes 1 minus 1 minus 3. 5 minus 5 is 0. This is 1 minus into minus plus 5. 1 plus 5 is 6. 0 plus 15. So this is 15. 0, 1, 3 is equal to 3 minus 1, 0 in the first row as it is. Now 0 minus 15. So this is minus 15. 1 plus 5. This is 6. 0. Now 0, 0, 1 into A. So clear? We got the first column as 1, 0, 0. I'm sorry, you have to adjust with this now. Let's move to the next part of it. Now once we get this, now I should try for the second column. So first column we got the identity column. Now the second column I should see how to make this 1. So 0, 1, 0. How do I make it 1? So I think 6 minus 5 is 1. So 6 minus, if I multiply this with 5, 6 minus 5 becomes 1. You might be thinking why she has gone to the third row, why not the first row? Now to change this element, if I operate on the first row, this gets affected. This should remain 0. So 0, 0. So this is always, I'm telling you the easy tips. So rather than getting confusing yourself, try to follow some fixed format. So when you are trying for this element, don't operate, don't use the first row. Use only the third row. So what I am writing here, R2 tends to R2 minus 5 R3. Okay. Now this becomes 1 minus 1 minus 3, and right side also 3 minus 1, 0 as it is. Now I will change only the second row. So R2 minus 5 R3. So 0 minus 0 is 0. Now 6 minus 5 is 1. Now 15 minus 15, right? 15 minus 15. So this is 0. The right side of it is minus 15 minus 0 is minus 15. Now 6 minus 0 is 6. Now 0 minus 5. 0 minus 5 will become minus 5. And the third row is 0, 1, 3. And this side it is 0, 0, 1. Clear? Now we got 1. Then what did I say? The second column should be 0, 1, 0. So once you got 1 here, it is easy to get 0 on these two places. How? So write R1 tends to R1 plus R2. I am adding it here because this is negative. So minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. Same way, I am changing R3 also by writing R3 minus R2. So once I get 1 in the second row, using this one, I am trying to make the other two elements zeros. So the next part of it is, now I am operating on two rows at a time. So first I will see on R1 on either side. So left side this is 1 plus 0, 1, 0, minus 3. And this side it is 3 minus 15 is minus 12. Minus 1 plus 6 is 5. 0 minus 5 is minus 5 into A. And this is 0, 1, 0, minus 15, 6 minus 5. Now R3. R3 minus R2. This is 0, this is 0, this is 3. Now R3 minus R2 is 15. 0 minus 6 is minus 6. 1 plus 5 becomes 6. Okay. Now we got the second column as the identity column. Now the next part is third column. So what is the third column? 0, 0, 1. Okay. So immediately you may get the idea by adding these two, this becomes 0. So first we will make it 0. No. Always you try to make 1 in the column and then using that other two elements zeros. So though it looks easy to get 0 here, you do in the regular process of making this element 1. So how? Whenever you are operating on the last row, now use the division. Okay. Now since this is 3, divide by 3 to make it 1. So you will write it as R3 tends to R3 by 3. Now see, this is 1, 0, minus 3, 0, 1, 0, minus 12, 5, minus 5, minus 15, 6, minus 5. Now R3 divided by 3 becomes 0, 0, 1. This side it is 15 by 3, 5, minus 6 by 3, minus 2, 6 by 3 is 2 into 8. Okay. Right? Okay. Now next step. So now what is left? We are almost close to the answer. Now we should make it this element 0 by using 1. So how do we do that? So R1 tends to R1 plus 3R3. Since this is 1, this is minus. So multiply with the opposite side, plus 3R3. Now this becomes 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 is equal to R1 plus 3R3. So minus 12 plus 15. Minus 12 plus 15 is 3. This is 5 minus 6. 5 minus 6 is minus 1. This is minus 5 plus 6 is plus 1. Next, minus 15, 6 minus 5. 5 minus 2, 2 into 8. So we got I is equal to, you know the final steps, right? So I is equal to identity matrix changed into some other matrix into A. Since the product of these two is equal to I, we can say B is nothing but A inverse. That's all. Is everything clear? So exactly what we did in 2 by 2 matrix inverse operations, we are doing the same operations here, but to avoid the confusion, always try to make first column 1, 0, 0. Once you get this, make 1 in the second column first and then other two elements zeros. Third column 0, 0, 1. So in the last step, when you are trying to make this particular element 1, in that case you divide the element with the same number. Rest all use the operations of addition and subtractions. Okay, is that clear? Now I hope you will do the problems on 3 by 3 matrix and send me the assignments.